This video chart presentation at Alto Ventures Limited, brought to you by baystreet.ca. Alto trades on Toronto Venture Exchange with ticker ATV. See right off, stock closed down today, 13.5%. Only 3,000 shares traded. I did take a quick look. This is a pretty low outstanding share company. About 22 million shares outstanding. Helps explain the lower volume. It's a 9-month chart. Obviously, it's been on a pretty strong slide, but a bounce off this 8.5-cent low could be giving hints this is trying to find a true bottom. Take a look at some of the indicators, and right off what I see is a classic positive divergence. As the MACD is trending back towards zero, the price per share is trending down. A positive divergence is a good indication of a stock trying to find a bottom. The key component is to watch for the MACD to break through zero. It obviously ties into holding the support level, but the MACD breaking through zero, that's why it's referenced as the money line, is a very bullish indication. Similarly, the PPO in a nice upward channel working its way back towards zero, not getting very much from the ADX. It's a gauge of strength of direction, and when it's only registering around a 19, it doesn't tell you which way a stock is moving. It only tells you how much pressure is being exerted one direction or the other. And with that sort of reading, there's not a lot of strength of the direction. MFIs clearly into oversold territory. That should be expected with the price per share sliding off like it is. But the accumulation distribution actually has a very nice look to it. Holding an upward trend, scaling back a little bit farther, you can see it's a much bigger jump. But it's encouraging to see the accumulation distribution continuing to make higher highs. Even as the price per share is sliding off, it tells you that there's still buying in the play. That's also reiterated by the Chaikin money flow, which primarily has been in the green. That tells me that buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. CCI has been making higher lows, breaking back down through zero right now. That's a bearish signal. But what I'd be looking for is a bounce somewhere off that trend line to make a new higher low and continue an upward trend. Full stow turn back down, but on the whole, holding over top of 50, showing that some momentum is coming into the play. A lot of times with these lower volume plays, you get a much better read from indicators like the MACD and the TRIX. They're just more smoothed out indicators. They're gauges of trend, and when I see them uptrending, I consider that a bullish signal. But much like the MACD with the TRIX, I look for that break of zero. RSI's turned down with today's selling pressure. It's pretty plain to see how volatile an indicator like an RSI is on low volume plays. They can really snap and whipsaw around. As far as the candles go, ultimately a bottom support at 8.5 cents like I mentioned. But what I'd be looking for in the near term is to hold this 9.5 cent mark. It served as an area of support, and it held it with today's close. So I'd continue to want to see closing prices hold over that level, and most definitely over 8.5 cents. But at this point, I'm always looking for higher lows, so holding 9.5 cents would be a positive sign. Importantly, I'd like to see the candle start closing over top of this 50-day moving average. It's been serving as a dynamic source of resistance. Price per share has not been able to close above it, and I'd want to see volume pick up with a push through that 50-day. Now, because this price per share stair-step downward, the resistance points are a little bit sporadic, but I would certainly consider the 11-cent mark a resistance point, especially because that's tying right in with the 50-day moving average. Beyond that, it's pretty much going to hop a penny at a time. 12 cents would be the next area, but I'd expect this to really start stiffening up a little bit as it approaches 14 and 15 cents. Now, it's obviously a large climb from where it is, and I wouldn't identify that as a price target, but just as it's important to identify support levels, it's important to identify the next areas of major resistance. I'd throw another one probably somewhere right in the middle around 13 cents, because the stock over the last couple months had a difficult time closing above that level as well. So there's several key things that are kind of in front of ATV at this point. But as trend indicators are showing, this is trying to make a shift into some sort of bullishness as it finds a bottom. It's a stock to keep an eye on to see if it's going to reverse course, start trending over top of that 50-day, making some new higher highs and some new higher lows, and potentially put together an upward trend. So what I'd have my eyes closely on at this point would be an increase in volume, and for the 9.5 cent support level to hold, and see if some bullishness enters the picture to get this start trending over top of the 50-day. Those are the type of things that I'll be looking for in the Alto Ventures chart, but as always, this is merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the baystreet.ca website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by baystreet.ca is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.